A long time ago, in a small village near a great forest, there lived a boy named Kofi. Kofi was different from other children. He was not the strongest or the fastest, but he was the wisest. People in the village often came to him for advice, even though he was just a boy. One day, as Kofi was walking near the edge of the forest, he heard a loud roar. It was deep and powerful, shaking the trees. He knew it could only be one thing, a lion. But something was strange. The roar did not sound like one of anger or hunger. It sounded like pain. Carefully, Kofi followed the sound. Behind a thick bush, he saw a huge lion lying on the ground. The lion's golden fur was covered in dust, and it was breathing heavily. Its right paw was swollen, and when Kofi looked closer, he saw a long, sharp thorn stuck in it. The lion saw Kofi and growled weakly. Most people would have run away, but Kofi stood still. He looked into the lion's eyes and saw something surprising: fear. "I will not hurt you," Kofi said gently. "I want to help." The lion did not move but kept watching him. Slowly, Kofi stepped closer. He reached into his small bag and took out a knife. With steady hands, he pulled the thorn out of the lion's paw. The lion roared again, but this time, it was a roar of relief. Kofi then took some herbs from his bag, crushed them, and placed them on the lion's wound. "This will help you heal," he said. The lion licked its paw and then looked at Kofi. After a moment, it stood up, gave him a slow nod, and disappeared into the forest. Weeks passed, and the village was troubled. A group of hunters had come from another land. They were looking for the biggest lion in the forest. They said it was dangerous and must be killed. The village elders were afraid, for they knew the hunters would not stop until they found the lion. Kofi felt uneasy. He knew the lion was not dangerous. He had seen kindness in its eyes. So, one evening, he went into the forest to warn the lion. When he reached the place where he had found it before, he called out softly, "Great lion, be careful. Hunters are searching for you." From the shadows, the lion appeared. It had grown stronger, and its golden fur shone in the fading sunlight. The lion listened to Kofi's words, then let out a deep growl, not of anger, but of understanding. Kofi had an idea. He ran back to the village and gathered the elders. "The lion is not a threat," he told them. "We must protect it, not hunt it." The elders were unsure. "But the hunters will not listen," one of them said. "They will listen if they see the truth," Kofi replied. The next morning, as the hunters prepared their weapons, Kofi stood in front of them. "You do not need to kill the lion," he said boldly. "It is not a beast of destruction. It only seeks peace." The hunters laughed. "And how do you know that, boy?" one asked. "Because I saved it, and it spared me," Kofi answered. "If it were dangerous, would I be standing here today?" The hunters became quiet. Then, before anyone could speak, a loud roar came from the forest. The lion stepped out into the open. It was strong, proud, and fearless. But instead of attacking, it stood beside Kofi, looking at the hunters calmly. The hunters were amazed. They had never seen a lion act this way. Finally, their leader spoke. "This is no ordinary lion," he admitted. "It is wise, just like the boy. We will not harm it." The village cheered, and the lion let out a deep, satisfied growl. From that day on, the people and the lion lived in harmony. Kofi became a legend in the village, known as the boy who spoke with lions. And the great lion. It continued to roam the forest freely, forever remembering the boy who had saved its life. And so, the village, the boy, and the lion lived in peace for many years to come.